So today I am creating the second week's mermaid drawing, and I decided to use a couple references for this one as well. I will probably show it at some point in this video while I'm talking, but this is, we'll just call her Treasure Hunter for now. I originally had no intention of including a treasure chest in this drawing, but I figured that it would make more sense why she's holding and posed the way that she is. In this case, it's supposed to be a pearl, and originally she didn't have anything that she was sitting up against, but I figured how the pose looked, this would work very well if I gave her something to sit against, and the first thing that came to my mind was a treasure chest. So that's how we ended up with this image. It was referencing a couple pictures I found on Instagram. That tends to be my main source of inspiration, either that or Pinterest if I use any references for anything. Mostly I don't, kind of freehand for the most part, but I wanted to try to do things a little more differently this go around. So one of them was this handkerchief and pearl necklace earring combo that I just loved the shapes. I loved the shapes. I loved the colors as well. And then a second image was a dress. It was a dress that I thought, once again, loved the lines in the dress, loved the shape. I'm always for a little corset, a little snatching of the waist in pretty much all my drawings. Even if I don't put them in a corset, I just like a snatched waist. I mean, who doesn't? But loved how this dress looked, and I was like, okay, well then the bottom half, the skirt, we don't even have to include that. We can just kind of, it morphs into the tail, or is, they don't have legs, so there's no point in having a skirt when they have a tail. So I just used the top half of that dress for this piece. And then the third image was these twists or locks. I wasn't sure which hairstyle they were specifically. And I'm mad that I didn't put in the beading or the seashells into the hair. Granted, it would have been very tiny details because the sketchbook that I'm using is not large by any means, and it is a square format, which for me doesn't give you a lot of space to work with if you want to elongate things. And since she had long hair, I probably could have included them, but I was more interested in the form and the shape than I was the details, although I wish I would have put the details in. Anyways, loved her hair, loved her skin tone. And so I was like, well, granted, I'm using markers, and I tend to go, even when I try not to, even when I'm using a reference, I tend to go bolder than the original image, or have more contrast than the original image. So that's what ended up happening here. She ended up being more orange than brown, which I don't have any problems with that. I like it, especially with the green and the yellow. So those were the inspirations for this particular mermaid drawing, and I actually enjoyed this process. I enjoyed this process a lot. It was quick. Mind you, you guys are getting 13 minutes, but it sped up, and it only took me about an hour and a half to color her. I didn't realize I can color that fast. It's because I'm coming back kind of from a hiatus, so it's not like I've been getting a lot of practice in before now. And so for me to kind of just get back into it like I'm riding a bike, it was pretty cool to see that you probably could pop out if you were focused. And that's the hard part. But if you were focused, you probably could pop out 2-3 images in a day. Not going for that, but technically I could. But I'm also busy, and I also have other things that I want to do in life besides just drawing all day. So I am behind a week with this one. I am probably going to be going into June because I didn't realize how busy this month would be, considering Mother's Day, Memorial Day. It's May, it's spring, people want to get outside more, myself included. I want to walk, I want to work out, I want to do all these things because it's spring and it's pretty and it's sunny, and I don't want to miss out on the sunniness before winter comes back around. So I've been pretty busy this month. I didn't expect myself to be that busy outside of drawing. So probably be carrying Mermaid into June if I am certain that I want to do, which I am, certain that I want to do 4 videos for Mermaid. So I'm running a little behind schedule. I was supposed to have 1 a week. Right now it's giving about 1 every week and a half, potentially. So still going to make those 4 videos though, because I said that I would, and I really do want to. But other than that, yeah, that's this drawing. On the next one, I think I'm going to freehand it. I don't think I'm going to follow any prompts, use any references, or may do a redraw potentially of a previous mermaid that kind of came to my mind today. But as of right now, it's giving we're going to freehand, we're going to wing it for the next one. So I hope you guys are looking forward to it. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, or leave any comments below, any feedback, any thoughts. What was your day like today? What are you drawing if you're an artist? Pretty much anything. I'm open to talking to you guys, obviously, but even more so in the comments about pretty much anything. So if you have something to say, go ahead and say in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Later, dreamers.